Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ryan. I'm the mama behind Mama's Got a Budget, and thank you so much for joining me. So, in today's video, we're going to get into what are we doing? To the actual budgeting. It's going to be more like a budget with me for December 2018. If you saw yesterday's video, if not, I'll link it, somewhere on the screen and the down bar, whatever, how you do it. If you saw yesterday's video, we did an introduction to who I am, what I'm doing, what we're going to be doing here on this channel now. If you are from my other channel, Dream Plan Repeat, that was my planner channel, but it really wasn't something that I was passionate about. I mean, I still love planning, don't get me wrong, but I don't love planning and filming it. You know what I mean? So we switched it up to Mama's Got a Budget, and here we are. So today's video, we're going to be actually budgeting, and we did, where's my planner? We walked through, we walked through my actual budget planner yesterday, and as you can see here, my new cover came in the mail. It was actually out for delivery, as I was filming, but I didn't want to wait. So now that it came in, and you can see how super easy it is to pop these off and on. And my new one, I am a floral girl. Let's be real, I love my florals. It's my favorite print. So I got this one, which is like a darker floral one for fall and winter. I thought it would be a little more mysterious or whatever. And it says budget and finances. Instead of just saying my name, I was like, let me get one that'll actually tell what's on the inside. I didn't want to put a year on here because I wanted it to be timeless, but budget and finances will work. As you can see, they're great quality. This is showing up really, really true to color. These pinks and these purples and the greens are really vibrant. So showing up true to color on camera. If you would like one of these covers or any of your own or any other planner cover, I will link where I got this down below. You can get 15% off. It's called Stylish & Co. If you use my link, you get 15% off. And it is an affiliate link that anyone can get, that signs up with her site. So I would get, I think she has a point system. So I would get some points, and then you would get 15% off plus your points. So really cool. If you have mini Happy Planner, regular Happy Planner, any Erin Condren, Franklin Covey, she has all the planners, all the punches, all the things, all the designs. She has hundreds of designs. Some of them are even hand-drawn by her. You get to pick what you want right here. It's really great quality, fast shipping, this thick laminate. I mean, it's all in all. Sorry, my son is running back and forth. Also, yesterday's video, I noticed that I was out of focus just a little bit. If I put the camera in focus, that's where I have to stay. And because I kind of move forward and back a little bit, and then I turn, and then if I turn around again, I may have moved a little bit, so it gets out of focus a little bit. So excuse me, but I really like the blurred background effect, so that's what I'm going for. So excuse me if it's blurred, I will get it together. But I figured the main thing, since my face will be in the bottom of the screen sometimes, the main thing is going to be the planner, and I can make sure that's in focus. That's easy. But the other camera is kind of far away, I can't reach it, so I apologize. I'll get it together. So, like I said, today's video, we're going to be budgeting. I hope I got all my stuff together because I was not prepared. I didn't feel like I was prepared the last time. Okay, so we have, let me turn on my computer. And so that I won't be flipping back and forth between my my numbers that I wrote down and what I'm doing here. Actually, let me show you the numbers that I wrote down before we get started. So, like I said, my situation is, I think I'm going to say this in every video just in case you don't see the previous one. My situation is, I'm a single mom. I live at home with my mom. What did I just do? Undo, I said. Okay. So my situation is I'm a single mom with a 6-year-old. I live at home with my mom. We kind of split the bills, but she's gracious enough to let me still live here, even though I get on her nerves sometimes. I am saving to move out. I do want to purchase either a townhome or a condo. So that's where a lot of my savings go to. I live in Chicago. If you haven't noticed, that's why I have the long sleeves on. It's freezing. So I live in Chicago. I went to school for finance and accounting at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. You know, party school, huge party school, made it all alive with my degree. Let's go. I currently work in finance. I work with pathologists and emergency room doctors, and I help them with their budget and their individual investments, expenses, projections. I do the financial packets, prepare everything for them. So I'm heavy into finance. I said in my last video, I went to school for it. I work in it, but I wasn't applying it to my life. So that's what this channel is for, to hold me accountable and to apply it to my life, everything that I have learned. I'm a huge numbers person, a huge nerd. I'm all into credit scores. I'm all about it. Like, I'm kind of weird. So my previous channel, like I said, was a planner channel, which I was kind of passionate about, but I wasn't as passionate about planning, like putting down stickers, as I am this, because I live this every day, if that makes sense. So my bi-weekly budget I have written out here. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see my chicken scratch. Come on, Arrow. Okay. My bi-weekly budget. These are all the bills that I have to pay every month. And it's kind of embarrassing, but we're going to go through it. Excuse me. Also, I kind of always sound like this. I don't have a cold. I don't have allergies. I don't have a cold. I do have allergies, but even if my allergies aren't acting up, I kind of sound somewhere in this decibel of range. So I'm not sick. It's just my voice. So if I'm annoying, if my voice annoys you, then I don't know what to tell you. So I always sound like this, but I'm not sick. So this is my bi-weekly budget. All the bills I have to pay every month. I wrote them out. So we're going to go through them. We're going to jump right in. So if you're interested in seeing how I am going to budget for the month of December, and let's see how close we can get to a $0 cash-based budget, then whatever, keep watching. So we have rent, $200. That's every paycheck. Like I said, live with my mom. She's grateful enough to let me pay $400 a month. So, and then anything else that comes up as well. We have that agreement, if we need to call out a plumber or someone to fix the roof or whatever, that's an extra expense on top of that. But for now, just budgeting the $200. Childcare, $120 per check. I work full time. So, and my son's only 6. He goes to school all day. He's in first grade, so it's all day until 3:15, from 8 to 3:15. But then I don't get off until 4:30. My job is super close to home. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so happy about it. It's literally like a 10-minute drive. But I would need somewhere for him to go, which is this after-school program. So they charge me They charge me $10 a day for half a day, which is either before school or after school. And then all day is $20. So most of the time he only goes after school. But like last week we had a snow day, so he had to go all day. Or if it's like a random holiday that they get off, like Columbus Day, but it's not a bank holiday for me, so I don't get it off, then he just goes there all day, and that's $20. So it's kind of like give and take there. Card note, $258.10. I like to pay my card note, and this is a hack for all of you who are all about your credit score as well. I like to pay my card note every time I get paid, so I like to pay it twice a month, so I just break my monthly payment in half. My card note is $509.20. Yeah, $509.20 per month. Is that right? $516.20. God, $516.20 per month. That's because when I got the car, my credit wasn't as good as it is now. And on top of that, I got gap insurance. If you have never heard of gap insurance, you need to get it. Because my last car, I had for just under a year, 11 months. I was going to my boyfriend's house. I was parked. I got sideswiped by a drunk driver that kept going, totaled my entire car. I still had $11,000 to pay. Had I not had the gap insurance that I pay like $22 a month for, I would have had to come out my pocket $11,000. I wouldn't have been able to get another car because they're not going to let you have, you know, 2 car loans open kind of like that. And well, I mean, they will, but it's not that easy to have 2 car loans open. Or it wouldn't be easy for me to be paying off a car that I don't have and still paying for a car just to drive to work and, you know, get around. So if you haven't heard of gap insurance, get that. So that drives my monthly payment for my car note up, but I don't mind. So if you pay it twice a month, like I was saying, if you pay your car note twice a month, or any bill for that matter twice a month, any bill that accrues interest daily, twice a month or whenever you can, more than once a month, it drastically decreases the amount you owe and the amount that's reported to the credit bureau. It's showing that you're making essentially more payments than you need to, and it kind of tweaks your credit score and it drives it up. The first 2.5, 3 months that I did this, my credit score shot up 55 points, like no lie. And I swear by it now. Like, I just started it probably in August, and it's helped me so much. So we'll talk more about that if you guys want like a credit score video. Car insurance, that's Geico. I pay $140 a month. I know what it's going to be for the next 6 months because they send you like an amortization schedule for, you know, every month what it's going to be. So $73.59, probably because of that accident. I don't know, but that's what it is. It's fine. American Express and Capital One Platinum, I just put down $50 here for each one. I try to pay a little bit more if I can, but I really want to be at least $50, and that I know that's going to cover my minimum payment. These 2 cards aren't as high as this one, which is the Capital One Quicksilver. I use that one more because I get points back and it has a higher limit, so I need to cut back on that one. But if I budget 50, 50, and 75, I'll be good for my monthly payment. American Family, that is my son's life insurance. So we have our life insurance at work, but I purchased extra life insurance for him. So since he's so young, he's only 6 years old, I can have the loan mature way before, you know, God forbid anything happens. So his policy will be paid in full by the time he's like 16 or so. So that's a good idea if you have young kids that are not covered, or even if you do, so that's a good idea. If you have young kids, get them like a little life insurance policy on the side. It can be like a little $25 whole life insurance or something like that. It'll really help in the long run. QVC. This is where we get to talking about my impulse purchases, right? So I decided that I just needed a Canon G7X, which is what I'm filming on for you to be able to look down, which is a smaller camera. I couldn't have a DSLR up here because the tripod would weigh it down. So I'm like, I need a G7X. Go online. How much is it? Like $700 and something. No, maybe $660. Yeah, like $660 something. So I do the easy pay option in order to get it. So now I have a bill every month for the next like 6 months, but I think I have 4 or 5 months left, I don't know, to pay on it. So if I save $58.79 and transfer that into my PayPal every paycheck, I'll be good. Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, you know, those are just necessities, right? Spotify, listen to that every day. Netflix and Hulu, I don't watch as much. My mom and sister and nephew watch Netflix more than I do. Hulu, I got, like, let's be real, like everyone else, to watch Handmaid's Tale, and then I just never canceled it because, like, they have good episodes on there, like good shows on there. Like, who doesn't want to sit and watch and binge watch Flavor of Love all day? Like, me? No, I do. So that's why I kept it. I'm answering my own question backwards. Don't ask. So I kept Hulu because of like the throwback TV shows. I really like it. So that's like $12 a month because I have the commercial free option. I ain't got time for those ads. Gym membership is $8.88 a month. Super cheap. Save half of that. Patreon. I subscribe to this one Patreon because I'm all about creatives and, you know, it's really hard to be creative nowadays with like everything that's going on. Being creative is an escape. So these girls that I listen to on this podcast called The Thick, they've been podcasting for just over a year. I think they started last October. So on their 100th episode, they created a Patreon for $7.99 a month. It's like different tiers you get to choose. So I do the $8 a month option. So you get like little videos, like behind the scenes and them filming. So you're not just listening to their voice, you can actually see them on YouTube and everything. So I love to support creatives and I listen to them all the time. They're super relatable. If you haven't heard of the Thick podcast, look it up on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. They have them all there. They're really, really funny. Typic. That's an app that I use to like zhuzh up my Instagram stories, and they charge $1.50 for that and this one down here, VSCO Cam is like a filter app where they started charging for. They used to have a free version where you only got so many filters, and then the premium version was everything else that you had to pay for. Now they give you everything, but you have to pay like 13 something per year. And so I figured if I break it out like that, then by the time the year rolls around, I'll be good. Hold on. Yeah, by the time the year rolls around, I'll be good with that. Then we have, where was I? Navient. If you haven't heard of Navient, you are lucky. Navient is formerly Sally Mae, and that's where my student loan debt is all housed. I pay the minimum on that. Like, I'm not doing anything extra with that, so I just pay like $72 a month, and I break it up. Like, so, me and Eli Savings, it says Eli Savings and RNG Savings, that's my initials. I used to put more into my savings, but doing this cash-based budget here and being more conscious of everything I actually have to pay, and I don't want to scramble to the last minute, I decided to put less into my savings. I'm going to keep Elijah's the same at $20. So for Elijah's savings, I can do a video on this as well. I use Capital One. They have a kids savings option that accrues interest, and it's like super secure. So I recommend that. We just started with his savings and that. I used to have like a whole other Chase account for him, but I wanted something that was more like for his future. So I put it into Capital One. Excuse me. Verizon. We're gonna say Verizon till last. Car wash. Yeah, I get monthly car washes with. Is it Delta Sonic? Yeah, Delta Sonic. And I got it so long ago that the $13 option that I have right now is actually up to $29.99 per month. Like, it's insane. And since I got it so long ago, I'm kind of grandfathered in and I'm locked into this price. So, and then one car wash is like $8 or so. And if I go multiple times a month, like if I go one time a month, it pays for itself. So I would be crazy to like discontinue it when if I like reinstate it, I would have to pay literally triple this amount. So I'm just gonna keep it. Just keep my little $6.50 there. And then Verizon. Why is it so high? And this is a per paycheck amount, $104.17, and this is another one of my impulse purchases. So not only do I have Verizon, because I had T-Mobile at first, and where I was working, I was in a hospital, so the service is really, really dicey. So I decided to get Verizon. That's more expensive just because it's Verizon. Then I decided I needed an iPhone, so I went from an Android to an iPhone. Had to pay for that. That was more expensive. And then after like 2 months of having Verizon, I decided that I needed an iPad Pro. And I actually have it right here. So I decided that I needed this iPad Pro. So I went one day after work and got an iPad Pro, and you can put it on your phone bill. So that costs more. And then of course you need the Apple Pencil, and then of course you need the built-in Wi-Fi. So all that on, piled on top of each other is costing me like $208 a month. So hopefully we'll be done with that soon, because I think I'm done with paying for my iPhone. So yeah. So we're going to, since my computer keeps cutting off in front of me and I'm not about to keep jiggling the mouse and being annoying. We're going to take this out so that when we fill in the calendar, we'll know what amounts we have. So that's a breakdown of all the bills that I pay every month. These shouldn't change. These amounts should not change. Sinking funds and cash envelopes, I'm going to save these two for my next video where I actually stuff the envelopes. Excuse me, because as you notice, these don't have any amounts by them because they can change every month. Sorry, it's dusty in here. I gotta sneeze. These amounts can change every month, so I don't have anything filled in. So when we actually stuff the cash envelope, so stay tuned for that next video because I have my cash right here. I went to the bank yesterday. So stay tuned for these videos because we'll actually be going through the amounts for those. So let's jump over and get started with the actual budget portion, the calendar. Because I have the amounts written down here, I'm not going to write the amounts in. No, I'm not going to write the amounts in the actual calendar. So if you were with me for yesterday's video, I get paid twice a month on the 15th and the last business day. So the last business day that we just passed was November 30th. So this paycheck has to last from November 30th until December 14th. And I get paid on the 15th again, which has to last until December 30th. So that's how this is broken up. It's sectioned off so I can see these bills are due within this paycheck and these bills are due within this paycheck. So I'm just going to jot them down and we can kind of chit chat as I do it because oh wait, no, I do need my computer on because I need the dates that they're due. I don't have the dates that they're due on there. Okay. So, with the life insurance amount, that's the only one that we're going to skip because my uncle used to pay Elijah's life insurance policy, but we changed some things, so we're going to switch it to me that I'll be paying, but I need to get that definite amount. Because of course, men, they just like, whatever. But no, I need, is it $22.12? Like, I need to know to budget $11.06. I'm not going to write it. It's in pen. Like, it's blasphemy to white things out. I need to know before I write it down. So, I'm waiting on that amount. So, we're going to skip it for this month. For this video, and then I'll go back and fill it in. So, the first thing is Elijah's savings. I wrote that in here on the 1st. And then we also have rent, even though I just pay it to my mom. I call it rent. So we're going to pay that there. And also we have to write in rent for the 15th. Because I know that I'm going to pay them twice. The other ones, I'm not going to write down that I'm paying it twice a month. I'm just going to write the one flat due date, if that makes sense. What else do we have? We have Capital One. Both of those are due on the 1st. So we have Capital One, the Platinum card, and then the Capital One Quicksilver. So I recommend you guys to try out the Quicksilver if you haven't, because like I said, you get points and cash back. What's that? You get points and cash back, and you can use the cash back to apply it to your bill. So I think like 2 months ago I had like $100 and something in cash back, and I just applied it to my bill. It doesn't take the place of you making an actual payment, so you're still gonna have to make that payment, but it will decrease your minimum payment that you have to make, if that makes sense. We have Elijah's childcare, is due on the 1st. I just pay it once a month, and I pay it for the previous month. So she doesn't charge, she just charges for the time that you're there. It's an actual daycare center, but she's nice enough to, I don't know if she does this with everybody, I didn't ask, but to charge the days that he's actually there. So if he is out sick on the 14th, I don't have to pay for it. But with most other centers, you do. Like, they need to know up front. So on the 1st of December, was actually going to be the 3rd, Monday, I'm going to pay for every day that he went back in November. So we're going to take out, what holiday was in November? Was it, I'm pretty sure it was Columbus Day, because he had a project. So we had Columbus Day that he went all day. The day before Thanksgiving, that Wednesday, he wasn't there Thursday and Friday, so I have to back those times off. So it's just going to be like a lot of calculation. I'll let you guys know. His hair. I'll let you guys know the final number once I have it. So we're going to do childcare, and then car wash on the 1st. We got the gym membership was due on the 1st. I'm just jotting down gym. My American Express due on the 1st. I'm sorry, on the 2nd. Sorry, on the 2nd. Paid that this morning. Netflix is due on the 7th. Patreon is due on the 7th. Verizon, my arch nemesis, is due on the 11th. Hulu is due on the 12th. Then we got QVC, which is the camera, is due on the 16th. Car insurance, flip it back over, is due on the 19th. I'm just going to write Geico. Student loans, which is Navient, is due on the 20th. Spotify is due on the 26th. And my car is due on the 27th. And that should be it. So these are how my bills are looking. I like to use, and for the outlining as well, I like to use mild liner. So I use this gray mild liner for this one, and this purple one for this one. I'll link these down below where I got them off Amazon. I don't think my Amazon like affiliate link thing is working, but whatever, I don't care. I'll still link you guys for that. So I'm going to take this green mild liner and just highlight days where I have bills due. Let me write in 30th right here because I'm a genius and didn't print that. So I have bills due on the 1st, the 2nd, the 7th, the 15th, the 16th. I want to wait for that to dry. Then we have the 11th, the 12th, 25th, 19th, 20th, and 27th. So yeah, that's how my bills are looking this month so far. I haven't decided what I'm going to use this note section for just yet. I need to decide. But bam. We can, let's see, what else can we do in this video so that the next video isn't so long. We can take, what can we do in this video so that the next video isn't so long? let's outline my actual, no, do I want to do that? Actually, go ahead and outline the what is that called? The cash envelope? What is that called? The cash envelope? Yeah, we'll outline everything right now. So, and also, disclaimer, I'm going to be using real numbers for this. I don't have time to fake it till I make it for YouTube and then turn around and have like a real budget. Like, I don't want to do that. I know some people who do, and they say this is like an estimate. This is no. Sorry, I keep reaching back here because my keyboard is back here. For my computer that's right here, I had to move it out of the way so that I could put this tripod here, and I need to scroll up. So I don't have time to fake it till I make it for YouTube, so whatever. So I'll use a thicker. I'll use a thicker pen so you guys can see as well. Okay, so. All right. So we're gonna make December part 1. Right? These are my real numbers. So every month. Well, it doesn't have to be every month, but sometimes you have an amount that you had from the previous month. And that's called your carry forward. The amount that you're bringing over. So the amount that I brought over from last month was $146.98 after everything was said and done. We'll get more into these actual numbers though in future videos. I don't want to say the next video, but in future videos. As to why it was so low. Okay, so my check for the 14th, for the 30th, was $1,486.07. Yeah. So that's what we have to work with. And as a total, I didn't total these up. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. Plus 140 86.07. We have $1,633.05. Does that make sense? Hope it does. Pretty simple. There. So this is gonna be my income that we have to work with. $1,633.05. From that, we're taking our expenses, right? Income minus expenses is what you want to always do. So our expenses for this time is going to be the actual bills that I'm doing. So I'm doing my son's savings, rent, Capital One, Platinum, Capital One, Quicksilver, Childcare. This is Really annoying.
Oh, let me put the amounts.
Duh.
Well, no, because I wanted to have them all lined up. That's why I didn't do it. Car wash. I feel like everything is so smushed together, but it's fine. Car wash. Gym. We're not here for aesthetics. We're here for getting stuff paid. Amex. We got Netflix. And what are your favorite shows on Netflix? I need some more to watch because I can't be just talking and writing at the same time. I can't be just paying the bill and not even watching it and having my mom and them watch it more than me. So let me know your favorite shows on Netflix that I can get into. Netflix, Patreon, Verizon, Hulu, QVC, car insurance, student loans. I guess I had to squish it together. Damn. Spotify. And car payment. Jeez. Just made it. Well, we'll count that as that. Alright. So I'm gonna grab a red mile liner. I'm gonna grab a red mild liner, and we're gonna use those to denote our expenses. And we're gonna do green to denote the income. So our income was $16.33. Our expenses are gonna be everything else. Well, everything that we're paying. We're paying $20 to Elijah's account. We'll do it like this. Sorry. I'm the worst, guys. $20 there. $200 to rent. Capital One. Platinum is getting 50. Quicksilver is getting 75. Childcare is gonna get No, wait a minute. You sent me all I messed up. My platinum card. Okay, guys. Hold. I'm looking for the wrong. Remember I said it was blasphemy to white stuff out? That's what I'm going to have to do because I'm not making this whole page over. Platinum. I forgot that bill. I already knew how much was due. Okay, you can't really tell. And then that was 24.19. That makes sense because I already paid it because it was due on the first. And I wanted to pay it before it lapsed over. Does that make sense? Childcare was $250 because I did not implement this paying half on the childcare side on this paycheck. So, unfortunately, I have to pay. Okay, I can put the keyboard back over here so y'all don't have to see me keep reaching. So I have to take out the whole entire childcare bill for this paycheck because I didn't do the half and half. But next one I'm not. Car wash, that is $12.99.
gym came out to $8.88. Let me wipe that part out. Yen. American Express, I went ahead and paid $50. Netflix was, I was able to do half for Netflix because it wasn't due yet. That's 11. No, that's the whole thing. Crap. So, again, the half C is for next time. That's $11 for Netflix, $8 for Patreon. Verizon was $104. 104.17. Let's move on. Hulu, $12. My camera loves me and my SD card was full, so it cut off right when I was talking about Hulu, but I just went ahead and filled everything else in. Where can I put this? Because it keeps going off. So, Hulu was $12. QVC, $58.79. Geico, $73.59. Navien, $35.84. Spotify, $7.50. And CarMax was a $258.10. That we talked about before. So, now I like to go back and, first of all, let me total everything. Total here is am I recording? Yeah. $1,210.05. And then we'll write here total expenses. Like, I just made it. It's on the bottom of the page. It's pretty sad. So, total expenses. And I grabbed a red mild liner so I can highlight the expenses. And then green is the income. And then, also, some of my bills are paid through PayPal. So, I need to know which ones to transfer over from my bank account to PayPal. So we got Netflix and Patreon. We're going to transfer that over. Hulu and QVC can be done through PayPal, and then Spotify set up for PayPal. So these 2, 4, 5 items I'm going to transfer from my bank account to PayPal, so that when it's time for the bill to be due, I essentially have already accrued for it, already paid it, and they're just going to take it out of my account from PayPal. So I'll just see one hit of these expenses. I won't have them like dipping into my Chase card every time it's due. So yeah, guys, let me zoom out for you so you can see. This is my budgets for my first paycheck in December. The expenses half. We haven't done the cash envelopes and the sinking funds yet. That's going to be in the next video, but I wanted to do this in this video so that the next video isn't, too much, because this video is actually getting a little bit longer than I anticipated. So I'm going to jump off here, go transfer the money into my PayPal, and then we're going to come back and stuff the cash envelopes. I do. And then we're going to come back and stuff the cash envelopes. I am really, really excited to show you that part of my budgeting system as well, because I made those all by myself. I'm telling you, I took a day and it was just all about budgeting. So I made my own cash envelopes and they came out super, super cute, and I'm thinking about selling them. So if you guys want to, I'll have the link down below, but you can also wait till the next video, or, wait till you watch the next videos to see them like in action. But I'm super excited about them. So yeah, in today's video, just to recap, we went through all my bills. I told y'all all my business about all my bills. I used real numbers for everything, for income and expenses. So these are all the bills that I pay every month. I divided them by 2 so that it's less of a hit every paycheck. We filled out the calendar, which it doesn't look as bad like when it's on here. But you know how that first paycheck of the month is just like, ooh. And then it kind of trickles off. So we have it sectioned off because I get paid twice a month. So I have it sectioned off. So I have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bills due in the first half of the month, but only 6 due in the second half. So it cuts itself in half. And then we did the budget. My income for this month, for this paycheck, was $1633.05, and I broke everything out after all the expenses of, actually, let me give you the bottom line for that. Income minus expenses so far, we are at, I still don't even know how to work my own phone. So we're going to do minus 1210.05. So right now we have, yeah, that's right. I had to double check. We have $423 left over as, which would normally be like disposable income for me, but it's not. We're going to put everything to use. So we have a plan for every one of these $423. So stay tuned in the next video if you guys want to see me do that. I'm kind of nervous, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to get to it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.